Good day. I have with me political analyst Dr. Oscar van Heerden, and we're discussing the topic of coalition governments in municipalities and metropolitan councils. And what I want to know from you, Oscar, is last year we told people that there are certain expectations they can get from a councillor. And especially when you have your party in control. But now in some councils you don't have it, you have a group of parties that's governing the councils. How will this now work? How can they serve to my benefit?
Well, this is the million-dollar question, isn't it, Izak? With coalition politics, will my needs be met as a voter? I decided to vote for a particular political party because that political party spoke to me. I bought into their plan and I wanted to see that plan being executed. Now they are in a coalition with others. I can only hope that the agreement that they make with each other in terms of how they will be serving the general constituency of that municipality to try and satisfy most of us, because remember, I find myself in the middle class. I have particular needs. I don't want outages. I want to keep my Wi-Fi going for my children and so forth. But that is very different from further down the road, where you have very poor people who wants to have basic services, wants to have social grants and so on and so forth. And so I find that our democracy is maturing, but the element of them serving me and in coalitions has not yet matured sufficiently. I hope that as we move forward, the coalition politics is going to mature. There's going to be a maturity in terms of how they make agreements and legal agreements. Because you see, the last time around, as you know, Izak, it was just a disaster.
Absolutely.
You know, it became patronage politics. They had to pay each other to vote with each other, to stay in the coalition at all costs. And unfortunately, we've seen that some have politically suffered in the process.
I have seen something, if I may comment on it before asking the question. I have seen something different this time around in the way the parties, even the EFF, handled it this time around. The in-depth discussions they had. Is that something that gives you a hope for this round?
I do hope that it will work, Izak. I don't think it will work because unfortunately the smaller parties, the two main opposition parties, they are so divergent in their policy frameworks that for them to find common ground, I will be very surprised. I hope our democracy will be mature enough. I hope that they'll be able to make compromises and take us forward. But unfortunately, having seen what happened in 2016, I am a bit of a pessimist. And I think that some of these unholy alliances and coalitions is just going to implode before we even see June.
What's going to be our saving grace here? Because it doesn't look like the ANC can turn around at the moment. And as you have said, the opposition is something else.
I think our saving grace is that we need to do what the Europeans did. As soon as they realized that the next phase in democracy was about coalitions, they immediately took the time to sit down and craft proper, relevant legislation, regulations about how coalitions will happen, what kind of frameworks and agreements must be made, when they fall apart, what is the process, and so on and so forth. And I think that's something that our parliament needs to begin to invest in order to secure our future, because the truth of the matter is coalition politics is here to stay.
Thank you very much, Oscar van Heerden, political analyst, for your time.
Thank you very much, Izak.